this high. Lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Along with you, along with you, give up this
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Week 5 Fortnite Gold matchups. I'm your caster, Cody. Pleasure to have you all here. It's going to be an exciting one. We got a lot of changes coming on through, as these names are actually inaccurate now. So we got Clutch MJ in one. Then we have Pilot, then Swim, then J-Maker. We did change the teams a little bit to match the Nationals teams so that they have a lot more opportunity to practice, and that is that. So it's exciting to see the Nationals team coming in for practice, and immediately we see a fight going down, a hot drop, but it looks like Swim able to come on through with a really great duel. Does go down and fully eliminated, but the trade does come out at the very least. And now hopefully the team is going to try to reconvene here and get that back on up. And unfortunately the hot drop goes sour, and that is all she wrote for the Marvels. Had some technical issues, as you see. We don't have a Clutch MJ. That is because we do not have had a little bit of an issue with the what's it called? It crashed on him. We do, however, have the Eagles game coming at you, which I'll update you as soon as I can with that. But until then, we'll be right back as we get ready for round 2. Appreciate it much, and we'll see you in just a second.
fight. So if we go try to fight that, then we're all dead. We're gonna just don't get hit. Oh, just gotta go. Ammo, 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 ammo. How? Oh my god, I have somewhat ammo. Oh, supply drop, supply drop. Ammo, ammo, ammo. Any please. Oh my god, I'm being attacked.
How do I change the sets on? How do I change the sense on
He got me.
computer? I mean on controller.
I got a launchy, I got a launchy.
Alrighty, folks. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. The new team kind of came in throwing a curveball here, as wasn't so sure the Marvels were going to go down so quickly. But Eagles, both Swifty and Neon Ridge, now available. We are down a player. We have what should be Hexy. MIA for the time being, but in the meantime, it looks like Neon Ridge and Swifty, as Power Healer did go down. Neon Ridge and Swifty trying to race the circle here and try to come back in and survive the storm. We're gonna make sure that we get Swifty on the stream next time around. But for now, we do have Neon Ridge available. It looks like even Power Healer as well, which I'm not so sure. We do actually have Power Healer. Apologies there. Looks like they, at one point I did see all of them down, and now at the point they actually were up, so that was my mistake there, as they were able to come back pretty well and available. We do have to be careful because the Marvels and the Eagles both playing each other in the same match, so any comms that are there have to be extremely careful. Now, odds of fighting the same team are not high, but they're not low either. So we'll have to be careful in the future. But for now, we are rocking it. We have the Eagles coming in pretty tough into this match. But that, they are looting on up. So yeah, so they came back from what I assumed to be a really tough matchup. I think they all went down at one point, and are now back in action. And so it's great to see that. Looks like they are getting on the edge of the storm here. Not looking too hot. I have to be pretty careful going into it, as they did already take a lot of damage from the storm, and now are going to be having to take more, playing the very, very edge of the storm. So that is a good strat. I've talked about it in the past. A good strat because you can really guarantee that no one is behind you, and it really just becomes a very safe position altogether. It does look like the Eagles now are walking on into some players, though, so they have to be careful. But again, back at it, they do have that safety to know that there is no one behind them, and so now we see the teams going on through. Gonna have to change some settings. It's so important, and that is going to be something that they're gonna have to keep in mind going into the fight. Neon Ridge possibly getting some shots off, well off here. And are now taking the peaks here to try and get some shots off. Now, they have definitely announced their presence. And with tracer rounds there, it's going to definitely 100% announce their presence, as they are now being pinged at through the walls. Ooh. Looks like they were able to get the elimination off really quickly off there to see that. And now they're going to heal on up and get ready for the next fight. Again, repositioning themselves to get that wonderful loot. And now in a fight now, looks like Power Healer does go down here in this fight, but Neon Ridge still available, still fighting, still kicking in this fight. And unfortunately does go down and placing 5th. Not too bad altogether for the Eagles. And that's going to be all she wrote. We're going to get right back into the next round, the second match of the Fortnite games. Make sure that we get all these technical issues fixed on up. And right with the world. And with that, that's going to be it. We'll be right back as we set up for that. See you then. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to round 2 of the Madison coverage of the Fortnite Gold matches. I'm Cody again, and we've got some matches coming at you. Got the Eagles perspective here. We got Hexy not with us today, unfortunately. We've got Power Healer. Got Swifty, and unfortunately does not have the casting capability right now. And we have Neon Ridge on the Eagle side. On the Marbles side, we also have some other folks coming at ya. We got Clutch MJ, Pilot, Swim, and J-Maker. Looks like the Eagles were able to drop down a little bit quicker here. And the Marvels dropping out somewhere tropical. Gotta keep the voice down so we're not informing either team of either team's whereabouts, as this is a versus match. Do see that we are getting a little framey here, but hopefully that is okay for everyone. It is, of course, not ideal, but we are making it work as the players, a lot of internet being used, lots of players on lots of stuff, and that's what we're getting. So appreciate everyone bearing with us. It's always something with Fortnite, but we love it anyways. As I mentioned earlier, this is a great opportunity here. Just swapping between them because this one should not have the filters here. There we go. Got the Marvels here. And the Eagles here. Marvels getting in a fight, it seems like. Turtling up. Getting ready to roll on out. Now, probably trying to get back from a hairy last fight there. See how they do going into it as they now starting to aggress. Alrighty, was able to get Clutch MJ's perspective. I know I'm seeing it from my end. It is a little framey here, but apologies there. We're going to do our darndest to make sure that it runs the best. But we do see a speedboat coming in on the Marvels here. Gonna have to... Ooh, Clutch MJ, though, getting a quick knock and a full dead elimination. Oh, not almost a full dead elimination. And the rest of the team coming at it to try and finish it off. Grouping up here now. Ooh, Pilot getting cracked for a lot of damage, knocking away that shield, but does, with a team there to assist and already a player down, as we saw from Clutch MJ, this is a big boon in the Marvels' favor as they are able to now possibly outnumber the rival team here. And a quick elimination. J-Maker getting that great shot coming through. Pilot with the railgun assisting there. And now the team pushing up to get that loot. And I believe that might have been the entire team. A great fight from the Marvels there. Again, this is an NAF team, the Nationals team. So I would hope that this team is doing really well. And looking at that, Clutch MJ's screen and Pilot's screen now too, a golden assault rifle. That is going to be a powerful piece of equipment for the Marvels going ahead now. And now let's check in with the Eagles. It does look like we just have Power Healer available, as now it's just the last two, and Power Healer getting shot up by a possibly an NPC. Just gonna keep walking and ignoring them, try to get back with the team, it looks like. Now the Eagles, coming out of a really strong fight from the first round at the very least, is now going to be you know, a little down with only two players down and only one player remaining. You know, we'll see how they're doing. See that the reboot card is quite in the distance there. And so going to be a toughie. And so we'll check back in as Pyro Healer trying to stay in the circle, trying to stay alive, and trying to stay well to try to bring the Eagles position and position as in like rank in the final matchup higher and higher by surviving. Checking with the Marvels though. Looking at this, they're at the edge of the storm. Clutch MJ just outside of the storm, trying to race it through. Marvel's now grouping together to try and make that happen here. And with that in mind, now Pilot getting caught inside or outside the circle, as well as Swim. J-Maker just on the edge, now just getting caught as well as the team is running away from that storm to try to catch up with it. Pilot and J-Maker now able to get back in to the bounds of the map. A full team and quite a bit of health between them. The Clutch MJ here. Looks like there's 44 players remaining, which is quite a bit of players. Again, Clutch MJ and the Marvels. Apologies for the color change there. Looking at the time, I want to remind everyone, if you are here for the silver match, you have to wait until the gold match is over. So that may mean that we will have to slow it up just a little bit here going into that, and the silver might end up being a little later, so apologies there. But looking at this, a speedboat coming across the map, Clutch MJ getting a lot of damage through, as well as J-Maker, as they are now getting aggressed upon. But you know, a lot of damage gets put on out by the Marvels as that happens. Marvel's now seeming to try to find those players that they dished out a lot of damage to, just not able to find. Clutch MJ half health, full shield, Pilot half everything. And same story for Swim. Looking at the gear though, it might be wise for J-Maker to share some of those meds around. Got Clutch MJ at low health. And so it has full shields, sure, 150 health between the most of it. But that health can be shared. Sometimes you can really treat the team as a huge health pool and just combine all of the totals. You know, putting it with a full team, that's 400 health, 400 shields between all of them, and that can make a whole lot of difference against a team with only 200 health and shield total. And it's a numbers game altogether. If both teams are matched up perfectly the same, and they are perfectly skillful wise, two robots fighting each other at the exact same level, and that number is just bigger than the other. You want your numbers to be bigger, and when your numbers are bigger, you win. And so we'll have to make sure, like, obviously there's a lot more variables, but keeping the health pools up and maxed out for everyone, or at the very least shared pretty well against all the rest of the team, can be extremely important. Checking back with the Eagles and Power Healer. Looks like oh, yep. This is wrong. Looking at the Eagles here. Apologies, trying to find it. Looks like it's lagging out a little bit on my end, but it looks like they're still in the game, at the very least. So let me see if I can reset that for everyone so we can actually see what's going on. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, it looks like there might have been more technical issues than I would have hoped. And it looks like they might have wrapped it up. So it looks like the Eagles did not survive and fare as well as maybe the Marvels have. And because of that, it looks like they might have been eliminated based on what I'm seeing here. But that is all right, as the Marvels now doing their darndest. Now in a fight even, Clutch MJ trying to use that building and has a low ground disadvantage here. Trying to fight, waiting for the team to catch up. J-Maker and Swim on the edge. But Pilot and now Clutch MJ getting assaulted from all sides. Trying to keep the build going here. But Pilot shotting down the range, keeping the fire going. J-Maker getting some shots through, keeping the building down as he gets aggressed upon. Now using that inflatable to move on out. Clutch MJ and Pilot grouping up, I believe, to try to get some shots down range. But J-Maker in a bad way gets a huge shotgun blast onto him, and unfortunately does go down. Not full dead quite yet, but not looking great out of the fight for the time being. Swim taking a box battle here. Does get some shots through. Does get the knock on it. Does dangerously low health. Does get the full dead as well. That is very important to get. Clutch MJ does go down. Swim down as well. Pilot, last of remaining walking player. Could possibly get the revive, but it could be risky. Is trying it anyways. Swim does go down. Drops that gold assault rifle. Gonna get J-Maker up though. Actually able to get J-Maker. And so now it's Pilot and J-Maker, and now has to retreat as some key shots get hit. He gets hit by some key shots here by Pilot. J-Maker possibly down again. I'm not quite sure. Yes, Pilot is getting it out. Does get the knock, but does not find the full dead elimination, and is going to end up losing it out at very low health. Very well fought battle there from all the members. Pilot and J-Maker, two members that we have not seen quite a lot of or at all until today, showing their strengths in this fight. Pilot being the last remaining member and getting some great shots in. Great match. That's going to be all we have here for the Madison Marvels and the Madison Eagles gold matches here for Fortnite. I want to thank everyone for coming, and we'll be right back with more silver matches coming up soon. See you then.